Greetings, Onversers. This is Onverse's 5th official weekly podcast. I'm Pluto the Planet, an Onverse guide. As always, this podcast is brought to you by the Onverse Guides and Ontastic.com. Our first announcement is that Coca-Cola is still looking for alternatives to the CC Metro. So if you want your favorite virtual world to be sponsored by this major corporation, then vote for Onverse. Onverse's announcements forum has all the details on how and where to vote. Next, we have some monthly contests that are just now beginning for April. Start early to do your best in these and possibly win an amazing prize. Friend Frenzy is our first contest we'll talk about. To participate, use your referral link to invite all your friends to Onverse and receive 25 CCs for each one that joins. The person who invites the most friends at the end of the month receives an unconceivable 10,000 CCs. There are also 4 random drawings that occur at the end of the month, where anyone who invited at least one friend has the chance to win. Each of these people drawn will receive 1,000 CCs. For the month of March, the biggest winner was Mystical Illusions, and the 4 random entry winners were Strep, Infescovics, Techno420, and Devilicious. Start inviting friends now to be a winner for April. Rate My Crib is a housing competition based on a specific theme. This month's theme is Home Builder Pro. Create a unique floor plan for your house. With the addition of the new walls or any objects, create a unique area in your house that sets yours apart from the rest. You can divide up rooms or floors into new rooms. Create completely new rooms out of your materials, or whatever your visionary mind can come up with. The CC walls are not required for this. You can use traditional means as well. The first place winner will be awarded with 5,000 CCs.
Now, we interrupt this podcast to present a special guest.
Hello Onversers, this is Steve-O, CEO of Onverse. Thank you Pluto, and thank you to the guides for doing these podcasts. I wanted to go over some of the new stuff we're working on in development with a good friend of mine, Seymour the Duck. Say hi, Seymour.
Oh, gee, you didn't say this was going to be recorded. I was sitting home at the night getting a town. Now you bring me in here on a Saturday?
Well, Seymour, you're kind of a celebrity now in Onverse, so I figured, people would want to hear your voice and see what your opinion was.
My opinion? My opinion is you guys are crazy. I was sitting happy in limbo before you creative types decided to put me in your video game. Now I'm sitting around with a heavy sack of flavor points all day, seeing crazy people running everywhere. You got goat people, you got mermaids, you got people coming after me with a hammer.
Well, Seymour, it's just a video game. I mean, people are just having fun. That's what Onversers do.
Blah. Can we just get on with this interview? This office smells funny.
Sure, Seymour. It's not really an interview, though. It's more like a chat between a couple of good friends.
Friends?
Okay, Seymour. Let's just get on with it. I wanted to talk to you about the new Mini Seymour event, where we hide a miniature version of Seymour around Onverse for people to find, and if they can find him, they win cash coins. What do you think about this new event? People seem to like it.
Yeah, I just love having my offspring shoved into a tiny dark place for weeks at a time. Great event, awesome. What's next? The void of space or the lava on Volcano Island?
Right. I never really thought about it that way, Seymour, but you kind of have a point. Let's just move on to some of the new stuff. Some of the stuff that the people with the VIP Club subscriptions are experiencing right now in the test area. The vehicles and the point ball. Since you're part of our internal world that even the VIPs can't get to, you kind of get to see the stuff even pre-alpha. You're kind of like an alpha tester, right?
Alpha? Sounds like a fraternity for geeks. But you guys, I know it's true. But yeah, I like vehicles. They go vroom, I like it. I'll get my frustrations out on these people that keep hitting me with hammers. I go vroom, they go ah! I go vroom, they go ah! I go vroom, they go...
Whoa. We get the point, Seymour. So you like vehicles. Maybe not for the right reasons, but sounds fun, I guess. So what about point ball? What's the deal with point ball?
Point ball. You guys think that just because you change an A to an O, you got something new and cool on your hands?
Well, Seymour, the current implementation of Pointball is to start getting feedback from the VIPs on the direction we should take. And, internally we're working on a lot of things, like E-Slayer's working on a brand new Pointball arena that's really impressive. It's the best looking structure we have. And it's also going to be converted into a team-based game, and there's going to be power-ups. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know you're kind of fun. Giving kids jackhammers. Brilliant.
Okay, Mr. Positive. Hey, Wes, get this duck out of here. Nothing but negative.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Wow. I'm really sorry about that, fellow Onversers. Seymour must have had a bad night. We try to keep a positive environment here, so we had to suspend him. Maybe we can bring him back another time if he wants to come back after his suspension and, try again with a more positive attitude that we like in Onverse. But for now, this is the end of my segment. I'm going to send you back to Pluto as a planet. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to do it again soon. Onverse yourself. Get inside.
Wow, thanks, Devo. That was a really insightful discussion that you two had. I think the great thing about Onverse that many of us just take for granted is that our opinions are open to be shared, and that Onverse truly is our world. I hope to see even more feedback and community involvement in the Onverse forums, where ideas can be directly presented to the developers. Well, to continue this podcast, we have a few events that have been going on that ended this week. The Onverse Pixels Award ceremony took place on Wednesday, April 7th, and the winners were Yahoo for AFK Monster, Ginny for Best Attitude, Lady M for Best Helper, McEppy for Bob the Builder, Raven Stormbringer for Dora the Explorer, IAAW for Forum Worm, Cats for Icefall Freak, Yoman64 for Moneybags, Tracy SLC for Most Stylish, Biggs for Onverse Nerd, Happy for PP Hog, Pluto's the Planet for Rare Rage, Wind for Slang Addict, and Head Fries for Smile for the Camera. Each of these players received a reward of 400 cash coins. Screenshots of the ceremony can be found in the media section of the Onverse forum. Another great event that just finished was McEppy Screenshot Scavenger Hunt 3. A list of items were given and people were to find and take a screenshot of each of these. By yesterday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the event ended and screenshots were judged. The winners were Wyvern Sky and Party Girl 1001, who each won 200 CCs. Along with this, Livia X15 won 200 CCs for the best single screenshot. Congratulations to all others who participated. Lastly, we will now have an Onverse trivia fact at the end of each week's podcast. Our trivia for this week is, Jugular was the first user ever to buy a pet dragon. That concludes this week's podcast. We hope to see you all in-game and back listening next week. Thank you for supporting our virtual world.